first down. Gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Here's Goff now on second down. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, Elliott. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The give is to Elliott. Into the secondary again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. Bailey now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To throw on second down is gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Now it's gone. Steps away. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right there at the 43. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Again, they run with Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
2 for 1. 2 for 66.
Out of the gun. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a first down throw. Gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On second down, here's Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 38-yard line. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Goff. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A handoff left. Elliott works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw is RG3. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The first throw for the backup Griffin. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Griffin. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here we go, going to 54. Here we go, going to 54. Here we go, 488. Here we go, count.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A give to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Count. Hey, we got 4 now. Here we go, count. Here we go, 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 48 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here's Goff. He finds Austin complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third and 2. Goff going deep here for Watkins. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Rams are going to get a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. Now the offense lining up first and 10. To the air again. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Finding room inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Third and long. It's gone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Goff. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll come out in the pistol. A shotgun snap for Goff. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that'll make it third down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott on first down. Going deep here for Bryant. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. A second down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's got some space here. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC AFC Championship as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is Marshall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
And here's Marshall, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. On the counter, Elliott. And some room to run now. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Marshall. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
10 more there and another first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On the counter, Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And ready now for 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Goff. A dump off for Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Goff throwing again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Cowboys and a loose football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Everyone going to 53.
10th carry now for Elliott. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They'll run with Elliott, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now Griffin. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now here come the Cowboys. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now Prescott. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
1st and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Here we go!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Being chased out left. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go!
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Come on, let's go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jefferson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jefferson escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw on second down. Jefferson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. Because sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
On third down, Griffin. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. To blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Looking to throw on second down. Jefferson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Smith bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, Jefferson steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Halas, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.